Hello, and welcome to the Ecclesiastical Sewing Studio. My name is Carrie Roberts, and I'm the owner and lead designer here at Ecclesiastical Sewing. First of all, I'd like to take a moment to thank you for being here and for being part of the Ecclesiastical Sewing family. Without you, none of this would be possible, and we want you to know that we're here to be of service to you as you make and create vestments for your church. A big part of our business here at Ecclesiastical Sewing is to provide sewing patterns and fabrics and materials for those who would like to create their own items for their own church. Whether that's making something for yourself, making something for a loved one, such as a son or a daughter, or a husband or a spouse, or making something for your pastor or priest. Today we're going to talk about stoles, and we offer a wide range of stole sewing patterns here at Ecclesiastical Sewing. Today on the table before me, we see 3 different examples of some of the stole patterns that we have available. The first style here is our classic 4.5-inch stole pattern. The stole is 4.5 inches wide from side to side, and then the sewing pattern has a number of different lengths available to customize the stole. When you order the stole pattern, you'll see that it comes in a poly envelope. On the envelope, you'll have all of the information regarding the yardage and trim ideas and suggestions for trims. And then when you open it up inside, you'll see that you have the paper pattern along with the instructions. The paper pattern does come in 3 different lengths. It comes in a 51-inch length, a 53-inch length, and a 55-inch length. So you can customize for somebody that's either on the shorter side or for somebody who's a little bit taller. And so that's the 4.5-inch stole. It's a great style, and it's probably the stole that we make about 95% of the stoles here in the studio. That's the same exact pattern that we use when we're making stoles for custom orders. The next stole that you see here is a tapered stole. This stole starts out narrow at the neckline, and then it gradually increases along the length to a wider length here at the hem. This stole style is worn most frequently when a pastor or priest is wearing a black cassock that has a white surplice over top of it. So this would be worn with a surplice that perhaps has a bishop style yoke with the gathered fabric over it, and so it's a little bit fuller style for the surplice and cassock. So this is a very traditional style. You see this used frequently. If you're a fan of historic movies like I am, you often see this style of stole worn with the cassock and the surplice. With this sewing pattern, when you order the tapered stole pattern, you'll find that the pattern comes in 2 different lengths. It comes in a long length that's about a 56 or 57-inch length, and it has a shorter length that is around 42.5 or 43 inches finished. And so you can adjust based on how your surplice and cassock are, and whether you want it just at or above the knee or slightly mid-calf for the length. So that's the tapered stole pattern. The last stole that we have out here is a 3.5-inch stole. And this is narrow, so from side to side, the stole measures about 3.5 inches. This pattern is a great style for, again, somebody who's very petite in stature, or perhaps somebody who is young and has very athletic build, and they don't perhaps have shoulders that are wide enough to handle some of the bigger stoles like the 4.5 or the 5-inch wide. So with this pattern, this also comes in 2 lengths. It comes in a short length, and then it comes in a longer length. And so today, just to summarize again, we have a wide range of patterns available for making your own stole. We're showing you today the 4.5-inch stole, the tapered stole, and the 3-inch stole. We hope that you find this helpful as you're planning your projects, and we again thank you for visiting us here at Ecclesiastical Sewing.